Hello?
Hi, is this Ashley?
Yes.
Hello, it's Heather Novak returning your call. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. Do you have any time right now to look at those assignments, or did you want to set something else up?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, awesome.
Just give me
Um,
one moment.
no problem. I'm trying to think. Should we go back into Collaborate? Were you able to share your
Only
screen?
join me.
Join me was better?
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know. Sometimes their issue with my computer.
Okay, let's try Join Me. I'll open a meeting. Um, Actually, I can't see your screen and join me if you wanted to
You can't?
share yours because I don't have the paid version. I only have the free version so you can see my screen. Um,
Okay.
let's try that Econ Office Space in the class and see if we can do it in Collaborate.
Alright. Let me just get logged in quick.
Yeah, no problem. I'm doing the same thing. Did you have specific questions or did you want to just work through them together or what were you thinking?
Will you work the room with me?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. I have 800 tasks up. Alright. So it was 2.6.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm joining the session now.
Okay, perfect.
Alright.
Okay. There you are. My screen says you're still joining. Are you in on your side yet?
It says I am.
Okay.
Oh, there's a problem with my audio again.
Yeah, we can just stay on the phone if that works for you.
Okay.
Oh, now it says you left. Did you get kicked out on your
Oh,
side?
jeez. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm just going to call you off their pen because I think that's the only way they're going to do it.
If you call from your computer, is that what you're thinking?
It says if you want to, it makes me use this number to call
Oh.
into the thing.
Okay, well, let's just stay on the line and you can try. Oh, I guess that wouldn't work very well for you unless we did it. Okay, go ahead and hang up. Call me back
Okay,
if it
I'll call
doesn't
you
work.
again.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Hello, can you hear me? Awesome. Okay, let me see if I can get you through my headset here. Okay, can you still hear me?
Mhm.
Okay, good. And then you're coming through my headset so I can hear you better. Okay, well, we got that taken care of. Now, let's see.
Mm.
Can you share your screen with me? Do you know how to do that?
No.
Okay, so in the control panel, which is that like
Okay.
purple double arrow thingy on the right, if you open that up and
Mhm.
then there's the third one says share content, the third icon at the bottom.
Is it share application?
Yeah, you can share application and then you'll just choose your browser.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, we have to do this again. You want to know why?
Oh,
Because I'm in Internet Explorer, and you can't do it with Internet Explorer.
oh.
So
Okay.
just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
No problem. One of these times we'll figure it out and have smooth transition into it.
Right.
By the end of the
Okay.
semester, we'll remember how to do this.
Okay. I'm joining session right now. And it's probably going to give me another number.
Okay.
So, let's see. Really?
What's it saying now?
It's saying having trouble connecting. Please reconnect.
Okay, try it one more time. And worst case scenario, we'll use my screen instead of yours. I just prefer to use yours so that you can actually be doing it while we're talking so you don't have to watch me do it and then do it on your own.
Right. Um, seriously? Here, maybe if I
Maybe you need to close out of the Internet Explorer one, huh? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not working. I can try closing out and doing it again. I think it's working now. I'm not sure though.
Okay. It made a little green circle around your icon on my screen, which I've never seen before, so maybe that was like you rejoining or something.
It's not working good.
Okay.
It says, uh-oh, it looks like you're having troubles connecting. Try connecting to the session.
Why don't you hang up the phone and then try it one more time? And
Okay.
if that doesn't work, then you just call my regular number back and we can use Join Me or something and we can look at my screen.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Hello. Okay. Now the other strange thing is when you called me, it went straight through my phone instead of through my computer, which normally it would go through my computer. So I have a free hand. So for the last time, I will call you back through my computer and we will use Join Me. Okay, I'll call you right back. Bye.
Okay.
Okay. So let me give you the code when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, 662 107 630.
Okay.
cute. Your little icon is a turkey and mine's an acorn. Cute. I didn't realize they changed them seasonally. um, okay.
Can I share my screen on here?
I don't think you'll be able to, because I don't have the ability to pass the presenter role in my free version. And the school doesn't have paid versions for all of us anymore. So why don't you just have yours open and then look at mine, and you can be doing it on yours and just let me know if you've got questions about what to put somewhere. It's not going to be ideal, but it'll work.
Okay.
So this first assignment, the one that I asked you to do, is a decision-making grid. And the reason I wanted you to do it is one of the 2 required assignments, and you already did the other one. This one is required because it's based on a state standard that wants to assure that students can use a decision-making model to evaluate different choices and different alternatives and come to a decision based on what the options are, and then we put it in the unit with opportunity cost and trade-offs. So we're kind of looking at all of those things together to make a decision. And so the model that I have chosen to use for this assignment is called the PACE model for decision making. So you define the problem, that's the P. The A is you list all of the alternatives, what are your possible choices. The C stands for criteria. So you're going to evaluate, or you're going to figure out what criteria are you going to evaluate all of your options on. And we'll look at that in the grid, what that looks like. And then E is the evaluate step. And then D is make the decision. So the example that I have on the assignment page is if somebody needed to move to a new city and they had to choose an apartment, that would be the problem. All of the possible choices for those apartments, or the most viable choices that you have to decide between, are the alternatives. So that's your A. And I have listed a 1-bedroom apartment on Main Street, a 1-bedroom apartment on Peaceful Lane, and a 2-bedroom apartment on Distant Place. Now, of course, if you were moving to a new city, you'd have hundreds of choices for apartments, right? But when you're using something like this, you're picking like, what are the 3 or 4 top things that I really have to weigh my options on. So if you're choosing a new place to live, things you might consider would be the criteria that you want to base the choice on. So you might consider how much it's going to cost. So I've got rent as a column. The level of noise might be something you want to consider in an apartment building. The safety of the neighborhood, public transportation. Those were the criteria that I chose to make my decision about, or base my decision on. And then the E part, that evaluation, is just the filling in of the chart. So we need to come up with a problem that you have, and it can literally be something as simple as, what are you going to have for dinner tonight, to something as complicated as, what do I want to do with my life after high school. So is there anything in your actual world that you have to make a decision between a few options? So we can actually make it something that applies.
It's in the example right now, so.
Okay, you're thinking about where to move?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are your options? What are your alternatives?
My alternatives are moving to the east side of St. Paul,
Okay.
which is going to be cheaper. St. Paul is going to be around 800 to 1,000.
Okay.
And regular St. Paul is about 600 to 650.
Okay. Is this a place you're looking to move to on your own? Are you having to decide if you're going to be living with other people, or what's the scenario?
On my own.
On your own. Okay. So the rent, or the cost, is something you have to cover entirely by yourself.
Mhm.
Okay, because I was going to say that could be another column, would be like, I could live in West St. Paul, but I'd have to have 3 roommates or whatever. But if it's just you on your own, then we can just keep it streamlined. So for the assignment, you can actually go to submit, like make a submission or whatever your button says, and you can make a table right in that text box. But a lot of students find it easier to use a Google Doc and create a table in Google. So um, we can do it wherever you want. What do you think would be easier for you?
I can create one in here.
Okay. Have you done that
What would
before?
my caption be, though?
So your
No.
caption, you don't have to actually have a caption. That's, I think that option, I don't know, that one always confuses me because I always think it's like the heading for the columns, but then when I put something in there, that's not where it comes out. So you just make an extra row for your column headings. So you'll have 4 rows, and then you'll want to have at least 4 columns, um, depending on how many criteria we're looking at. So we're going to use rent as a criteria. What else are we going to use to make our decision on?
Um, of course, the pay,
The what?
the monthly thing, the monthly thing, the monthly, how much you pay in rent.
Yep, yep. So that's one criteria. What are the other, are you trying to, well, you have to determine how far you are from a job or family or anything like that? Location have anything to do with it?
Yeah. Yeah, I have to be on the bus line.
Okay, perfect. So again, we can use one of the columns they've got in the example here. Access to transportation could be the heading or something. So that's 2. And what would be the third? Thing that you're looking for? Do you have to have a certain number of bedrooms or amenities? Do you want it to have certain safety features? Do you want it to have be pet friendly?
Yes.
Pet friendly?
I have to have it pet friendly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so perfect. That can be another column in your chart. It can be um, availability for pets or whatever, pet friendliness, however you want to say it. It's totally fine. So that would be your third criteria. If you want to add any more, you can, but you should have then at least 4 columns and 4 rows. Do you have that stuff plugged in yet, or do you need me to give you a minute?
So I have rent, accessibility, transportation, pet friendly, and
Rent?
Yeah.
Your alternative,
Access to transportation.
Yeah, so your first
Pet
column,
friendly.
the first column in your table will be what all your options are. So you've got East St. Paul, West St. Paul, and then like downtown St. Paul, or what would be your third? I don't know what your third choice was exactly.
Just regular St. Paul.
Okay. Central, something like that. So that's your first column, and then your 3 after that, you'll have your approximate rent, access to public transportation, and pet friendliness.
Okay, just give me 1 second.
Yep.
Wait, what did I say? East St. Paul, downtown St. Paul.
And West St. Paul was the other one you listed before.
Okay.
Have you done a little bit of research? I mean, it sounds like you had some price ranges.
But I'm waiting to get my waiver so I get $180 towards rent.
Okay.
Because without that, you can't afford rent.
Okay.
Like, people can't afford rent, like, in the cities nowadays. That's horrible.
Okay. But you have an idea of what you'll be paying in each area.
Mhm.
Okay. So that would be put those guesstimations, or those not really guesses, but estimations in the rent column next to each of your alternatives. Or it doesn't matter what order you're putting them in, but whatever your rent column is.
Oh gosh. Okay, whatever. That's fine. So, I guess like 500 to 600 a month in East Side,
Okay.
and then downtown's like 600 to maybe 700. And then West St. Paul's like 700 to 800.
Okay. Have you looked at
Pet friendly.
specific buildings? That was what I was going to ask about with this pet friendliness. Like, have you looked at a specific building in East St. Paul that you got that price range for, or?
I've been looking for like a year and a half, so I have like ideas of how much,
Yep. But then, like, do you that the place in East St. Paul that you have an idea about possibly moving to, do you know if they're pet friendly or not, or do you need to do a little research on that first?
I think I need to do a little research.
Okay. So that can be a column that you do on your own, or if you want, we can do it together now too. I can help you Google an apartment in East St. Paul. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look and see. Are you looking for a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom? Studio apartment. Let's see. Cheap apartment rentals, Greater East Side. Let's look at what that says. Okay, so this one, whoa. Parkview Apartments right here, $625 for a studio is a current rent special, and it has a little paw print here, so that's probably pet friendly.
Okay.
That's the only one I'm seeing with a studio option, or here's a studio for $660, also pet friendly, Pine Tree Park. So looks like you would have some options there. If you click on it, I'm going to see if it says anything about being close to public transportation or anything, if you have to contact them for more. Let's see. Dogs and cats are okay. Utilities are included. Air conditioning, those are all good things. Let's see here. There's a floor plan for a studio. I don't see anything about public transportation or the bus line.
Yes, it is on the bus line.
That one is? Tell. Okay. By the map? Okay. Perfect.
All of these are on the bus line. East St. Paul, downtown, and West St. Paul.
Okay. So you wouldn't have to walk too far.
The only ones that aren't are like Woodbury, Eagan.
Okay. I see what
Apple
you're saying.
Valley, Mendota Heights.
The more suburban places.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at West St. Paul. 2 bedrooms. Condos, let's see. Studio. And then, do you need it pet friendly for cats, dogs, or all?
Dogs.
Okay. So this one's an exact match. 990 to 995. That's pet friendly. If we take that restriction off, I'm not sure if there's anything cheaper. This one looks like it would be cheaper, but it wouldn't be pet friendly. So if this is in your budget more so, then that one wouldn't have the dog situation. Otherwise,
Imperial Heights. I wonder where that is.
let's see if there's a map. It's cat friendly, but not dog friendly, apparently. Interesting.
Well, I can get a certificate anyway, so I'm not worried.
Okay.
Who
It
just
looks
helped?
like it's off Roberts Street.
Okay.
Oh. It looks like it's kind of by our office. Our office is just south of Thompson there. Interesting. Okay. So the cheaper ones do not appear to be pet friendly, but if you're willing to pay more, well, that one was cat friendly. And if you said you can get a certificate, then I don't know what that means exactly, but I believe that you've done enough research to know. Okay, and then what else do we need to find?
Just transportation and pet friendly.
Okay, so that one, Roberts Street, usually the bus line is on Roberts Street, right? If we were looking back at that. I don't remember how far off that one was. That was this one. I mean, it's a ways, I guess. I don't know how far you'd want to walk to the bus in the middle of the winter. If you could get one closer.
Can't be that bad.
Let me go back and look at that first one that comes up with the studio. Luxury studio. Interesting. Oh yeah, $2,000. Oh, that's for 3-bedroom probably. So this is that 990. So this is off of 52.
Oh, I know where that is. Marie and Oakdale. It's like the street right next to Robert Street.
So, oh yeah, there's Wentworth right there. How do you feel about this one location-wise?
Yeah,
It says small dogs allowed.
it's really close to the bus line.
So, it looks like you would have options. That one was the 990 to 995 rent range. But if it's closer to the bus line and allows the dogs, do you have a small dog or a big dog?
Well, my mom's trying to fight me for the dog right now.
Oh, okay.
She told me she's going to bring me to small court and try and get custody over her. So I don't know. I have a small dog, though.
Okay. That doesn't sound like a pleasant experience. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
Has that been a pet of yours for a long time?
Yeah, since I was like 8.
Aw.
Okay, so I filled out the charter. Is there anything else I need to do?
Um, did you fill something out for the like downtown area, like Kellogg Square is one? That's definitely a
Yes.
lot more, 1,000 plus. Okay, perfect. So then the last piece of that, once you have your chart filled out, is to write a paragraph explaining which one seems like it would be the best fit for you and why. So it might be, looking at this sample one, the person making the choice might say, well, I'm going to pick the 1-bedroom apartment on Peaceful Lane, and even though it's, costs more, the trade-off is that it's much quieter than the cheap apartment, but there's less crime and whatever. You just have to refer to the information in the chart about the trade-offs and the opportunity cost. So choosing a $900 a month apartment over an $800 a month apartment, the opportunity cost of that choice is $100 you could have spent on something else like dog food or your cell phone bill or whatever else. So just in your paragraph, explain which choice you would make and the trade-offs that you're giving up. Yep, based on the information that's in the chart.
Okay.
Yep.
Seems pretty simple.
It is. I think you'll do just fine with that. And then did you want to look at the other assignment, 8.0, or do you want to do that?
Do you mind if we meet again tomorrow?
I don't mind at all.
I had to go. I went and worked at school for like 3 hours, and then I had to fill out paperwork for 2 hours for a temp agency. Literally, you had to sit and fill out paperwork for 2 hours.
Hand
Literally,
cramping.
I went in there at 1 and didn't get out till 3:30.
I hope you get a good job out of that.
Me too.
Oh, when did they say they'd let you know? Or do you have to go back in for interviews or anything? Or
they told me they'd call me if they find a job opening that they want me to go to.
Okay. Well, good luck. I hope you find something well. That's good. I used to do that a little bit for summer jobs when I was in college. I'd use temp agency, and it was kind of fun because you get to do different stuff and see how different companies operate, and sometimes it would turn into permanent work if you wanted it to, and if you didn't, that's okay. It's kind of a nice
Right now, they had me fill out an application today for $10 an hour making stretching screens.
Interesting.
And I'm like, I'll take the job because I don't have a job right now, but I don't want to be stuck making $10 an hour stretching screens all day. You know what I mean?
I do. I hear ya. I'd be curious what that would actually. I feel like that would hurt your hands. I don't know. Somebody must do it. That must not be horrible, but I don't know. Well, let me know how that goes. I'll be curious.
All right.
So what time tomorrow would be good for you?
I'm going to try and sleep in tomorrow since I haven't been sleeping, so maybe around 12, if you're not busy.
12, I think would work just fine. I've got meetings in the morning and one around 1 o'clock, so that should be just fine. I will call you at noon tomorrow, and we will just use Join Me because we figured out it's easier.
Great.
Sound good?
Okay.
All right, Ashley. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye.